So welcome back to another Gacha React, and this time we got your boy the Gacha DG2 talking about Genshin Impact is a disappointment of the decade. So as you guys know, this just released like a day ago, and we all know Nod-Krai just released like 2 or 3 days ago. So maybe he releasing this thing, maybe like he's already like done the story or whatever the content inside Nod-Krai. It's in already, except the maybe you can say the UGC or like some event, but nobody cares. Mostly people want to see the new world, new animation, and what they have to tell us in the main story. So anyways, I haven't done it yet, so maybe after watching this, maybe I go try it out myself. Don't worry, I will go try it out myself, and I will see if I enjoy it or not. So anyways, so take it away, Gacha DG2
has finally been released, and I couldn't be more excited to tell you all about the new features in Genshin Impact. If you pulled for any Natlan units with enhanced exploration mechanics, I have great news for you. Now you have more incentive to pull for their C6 because we're no longer in their favorite region. So make sure to mark your calendars for their reruns so you don't miss them. And if you can't predict their reruns, then you aren't a real Genshin player anyways, and you don't deserve their C6. But remember, just in case you don't feel like stopping after their C6, you can go up to C9 in order to get level 100. How thoughtful of the devs to think this far.
God, that is terrible. First off, I thought it's only C8. And you only like you get one, then another one to get to 100. You need 3 of them to get to 100 for a single character. So you have to spend additional $1,000 or $700 just to get a character to level 100.
Ahead.
But hey guys, the dev doesn't want money. Your Genshin doesn't want money. And also, Genshin right now use so much of the money that you guys give us into the production that we give you in Nod-Krai. And let's see what it's gonna be.
It's just incredible to see what such sharp minds can do. Anyways, it's only right I give Nod-Krai the proper introduction it deserves. So let's take a look at what we've all been waiting for.
Bro, that is just so bad, bro. I'm pretty sure they did. I'm pretty sure before they did like Mondstadt is so good or Inazuma is so good. But what is this camera angle? This is the introduction story, the introduction of Nod-Krai, and they do something like this. Bro, I can't do that. I literally can't do that. Even a dumb brain like me can do that. Look. Bro, that's a fucking slideshow. Or there's some slideshow tradition that you can see in PowerPoint. I could literally can do that. And you give me a floating camera and literally can do the whole animation of Nod-Krai and got paid like 100K just doing that one scene. Anyway, you see another one thing? See that? Are you catching it? Let me show you again. Let me show you.
You've all been waiting for.
Let me show you again. New character. New character. New character. New characters. Fucking NPC. Oh, I wonder who that is. Of course, new character. And that is the introduction of Nod-Krai. We don't care about the world. We don't care about what's happening in Nod-Krai, what people in Nod-Krai is. We see all the limited characters are there. That is what Genshin want to tell you. And also, guys, remember, Genshin doesn't want to make money. And also, we invest so much money inside Genshin that we almost bankrupt ourselves. And yeah, this is the product we give you. Such a bullshit shit, bro.
Okay, so for some reason I could not find the actual introduction cutscene for Nod-Krai. Wait, I'm getting word from my manager. You said this wasn't a fan-made animation? This animation
The worst thing is, it's not. It's actually the fucking official game. What are they thinking? What are they thinking? They just killed the fucking game on the first cutscene. They just killed the game. Just imagine a returning player after playing Wuthering Wave, after seeing Satamon, the cool animation, everything. Do you think? And this is the first thing, the introduction to 6 Point, the most hype, actually the most hype patch in Genshin, and you see that as the first animation. What do you guys think? They fucking uninstalled the game.
was actually made by a billion-dollar company that doesn't care about the money. Oh, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. I wouldn't spend $1 on something that puts in this little effort into their game. Now, I won't lie, some parts of Nod-Krai looks beautiful, and of course there are some areas that aren't so much, but I thought I'd see a lot more excitement for Nod-Krai. I think people and even avid Genshin fans themselves are realizing the little amount of effort that these devs are putting into this.
I think to me, I think Genshin players or who should just give up, like similar to you could say Clash Royale, like the dev keep putting like trash patch after patch after patch that they get used to it, and whenever they see a decent patch, they will like best patch ever. Genshin changed the whole life. Genshin, hoyoverse, just listen. Genshin, listen. Everyone's listen. Everyone's listen. Just for a little bit of FOMO. You know, there's always a FOMO and a gacha in there.
GoFundMe project. If you didn't play Genshin Impact, there's absolutely no chance that you'd think this was an important character. In fact, this is a Fatui Harbinger, but whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna be straight honest. What the fuck is this? Like, bro, I'm pretty sure I remember her so imitating, like so scary, and she just turned into an NPC. She just turned into a fucking NPC, guys. Oh my god, that's a fucking NPC. There's no way you tell me there's a Fatui Harbinger. We'll just kill her instead. Bring back the big mama babe. The big mama babe that Raiden just killed. Bring her back. Sinora. Bring Sinora back. Whatever this shit is. Go, get out. Get out.
Important character. In fact, this is a Fatui Harbinger, but whatever. Somebody may like this character design. Maybe I'm still just salty that Capitano is a glorified NPC and we've been knowing about him for years, but
I think he died, right?
Just got introduced in Natlan and got the Gojo treatment. It's funny because
Oh, yeah, he
people
died.
tell me all the time.
Oh my god. The most hype characters in Fatui Harbinger, they just kill the character. They just kill. What are they doing? And they put the fucking child in there. They put a fucking 700 pound. They put a fucking robot child over the most hype characters. The top one of the Fatui Harbinger. They just kill him and put a fucking NPC instead.
Time, you were right about
But Lama is good though. Lama is hard.
Genshin. You actually predicted what's going down in this next patch. And well, the thing is, it's not really that hard to predict what these devs are gonna do. Just think about the most predatory thing that a gacha company could possibly do to get the most money out of an audience, but not
True, that is so true. Hey guys, what do you think the Genshin update is gonna be in the next patch? Well, to me, I think they're gonna add some more FOMO stuff. And think about this. Think about quality of life changes. Well, you want some quality of life changes. First of all, you have to wait for like three patches in order for the dev to answer your quality of life changes. And what's next? They're gonna add FOMO. They're gonna add pay to win features in there, just like how they did with the weekly matches. I didn't understand how that shit is still inside the game. And then I don't even know how that shit is still inside the game. Just remove that feature. You add FOMO. You add FOMO and a way to complete, not waiting not waiting for a week or for that day for that domain to release. You have to pull for the new characters in the first week. If you pull on the second week, well, too bad, guys. You cannot get the quality of life changes. So go fuck yourself.
Be so crazy to the point where there can't be any defense for it. For example, the level 100 fiasco. You get the point by now, you need to go for Constellation 9 in order to level up one of your units to level 100. Well, actually, DG, at least they're adding something to the game. This doesn't even affect anyone. As long as they add something that isn't just straight up a net negative, then they can get away with something as egregious as level 100 that requires constellations, because they'll get free defense for it online. When in reality, this kind of feature is even further indication that you mean nothing to them if you're still a free-to-play in 2025. They didn't.
Yeah, guys, even though you guys say, oh, level 100 is only for whales, but it's not gonna affect the free-to-play player, right? Well, think about this. They created a fucking endgame that made for whales, and if you don't put the C6 characters for that new characters, like new characters, not old characters, new characters. So if you pull C6 Raiden or the older characters, too bad. Those are not the Genshin way. You have to put the newest one. So if you see Mavika, C6, yep, that's good. That's fun to play, and you can clear stingy onslaught. But wait, guys, wait. What's that? Next year she's gonna get power crab again by who's that? Finn? By Finn? Or whatever that Humger is. Yeah, that's gonna be happening. Trust me.
Didn't even dare to add a quote unquote feature like this in 2021 when you have a mode like Stygian Onslaught that already wanted you to use C6 units. Isn't it funny that they created an even higher power ceiling for them to cater to in this game mode? Why are they putting time and resources into this gameplay loop? Because as a late game player, they want the majority of your enjoyment to come from spending money. Let's not act like the Denjiro reaction doesn't benefit from a change like this due to your level being a huge portion of your overall damage. Wait, remind me what limited 5-star is on banner right now?
Open your eyes.
Oh god.
You can't make this shit up. There is literally a Denjiro character in your face after one.
Hey, but she's hot though. I literally come back Nod-Krai just to pull her. But I think when lose the 50-50 and have no pulls, because all the pulls all go to Finn.
One of the most predatory and useless changes of all time that favors Denjiro. It's comical that this is not very surprising to me at all, as this is also...
Yeah, I think Denjiro came out. People could say like it's the best patch or the best element of all time. I think Denjiro came out is like the best element of all time. Like literally when Denjiro came out, all characters have to be Denjiro. Like all your team has to be Denjiro. So your Geo teams all suck. Your burning team trash. You need the premium burn, which is Hyper Bloom Burn. So right now they release Llama, and guess what Llama have? Luna Bloom. Let's go. So if you have Nahida, fuck you. You didn't get the premium Luma. I mean Luna Bloom. Too bad. You had to pull for Llama. You had to pull for Llama in order to get the Luna Blue. Just like how the fucking Anefa is. That's the worst 5-star in the game.
Gonna be the best way to promote their new regional exclusive gimmicks. And it's only right that they do this for every single region after this. Since this model works and people have accepted the fact that there's nothing wrong with region locked characters. And obviously I don't mean that you can't use the characters from other regions.
Oh yeah, I think I understand what the region lock mean. Oh, you know what the region lock mean? So basically, if you use Mavika bike inside Natlan, it goes up to above 10 seconds. But if you use Mavika bike model inside, you say Mondstadt or Inazuma or anything or any other than Natlan, that's 3 seconds. 3 second drive. So there's another FOMO, guys. So if you guys think getting Mavika model, you can drive around just like Widdly Wave is, too bad. That's only for Nodland. So if you wanna pull, if you wanna travel around Nod-Krai, pull for Llama.
But Genshin has shown us that they will do everything in their power to make your older characters feel like shit and shove in your face.
Bro, you like? I never see people use you love before, bro. No, never see that shit.
How much easier and fun the new characters are to use.
Like I think
I've thought the same
physical
thing about
damage
Honkai
are
Star
dead.
Rail for even longer, and it seems like Genshin has adopted the same model. They want your older characters to feel so bad and outdated to use that it's like they don't.
Well, the another part, the worst part is that Jingliu Lycone is not the best slot for her after the buff. After the buff, Jingliu Lycone is not the best slot for her. I always be like, what the fuck is that Honkai Star Red Death doing? Like, I have the Jingliu Lycone, and after the buff, it doesn't scale off attack anymore based on the light code. It's scale off HP. So basically, Jingliu light code, her signature light code doesn't work with her after the buff.
Want you to have mains, so expect the same thing for Shinezunaya and whatever other region comes after that. Maybe space, I don't know. In full.
Oh my god. Not the Jujutsu Kaisen. That Frog Kaisen. But what the hell? Who's this? Who's that big yan?
Expect this new Dendro unit to fully rely.
Oh, I forgot. She's Dendro. She's gonna guys. So you see Llama introduce a new element, right? A new feature element, which is Luna Bloom, where if you pull for a nerfer, you know what she's gonna do? 2 times the damage.
On Llama too. Hoyoverse has already given you the pattern that will bring them the most profit. Release the reaction trigger first, and then the DPS that needs said trigger to give you even more FOMO. Imagine being somebody that took a break from Genshin Impact, and a lot of people take breaks because the game is so draining. If you want to take advantage of this new Dendro meta, Nahida is no longer the staple for this reaction. When a
Nahida used to be the best in slot for every Dendro character.
it used to be pull for Nahida and you had the best Dendro trigger in the game, and she was great for the free-to-play because of that. Now it's you have to pull Llama. There's no exception. There's no other way around it because she is the trigger for this new reaction that we just made up, being Lunar Bloom. And don't tell me it makes sense
Hyper
lore-wise or
Bloom.
whatever. Does the lore also say that you're worthless if you're a free-to-play? Why are we now asking questions like, are Nahida and Yelan still even valuable at this point? Because even a year ago, there would be no discussion that these characters would last forever as value pulls. But now these new units being released are so unbelievably broken that we are now seeing some timeless units being power crept.
Oh, am I tripping, or that robot is not scary anymore? That robot used to be like so buff and so scary. Right now is, what the fuck is that? Like, what is that? See?
They don't want you to take breaks. This is the HSR model.
ការឈឺចាប់ភ្លាមៗធ្វើខ្ញុំមិនអាចផ្ចង់អារម្មណ៍បានប៉ុន្តែកុំបារម្ភរកទិញប៉ាណាដុល Extra នៅតាមឱសថស្ថានដែលនៅជិតលោកអ្នកបំផុតមានអានុភាពបន្ធូរការឈឺចាប់ខ្លាំងជាងធម្មតាដល់ទៅ 37% ជ្រើសរើសប៉ាណាដុលបែបស័ក្តិសមសម្រាប់អ្នក
And yes, this all comes back to Mawika. Nobody hates her more than I do. She looks good, don't get me wrong. But what she did to Genshin Impact can...
You have to be honest. Yeah, she looked good, but do you see Augusta? And what the fuck is wrong with the motorcycle? Why is she drifting? Like, I still don't get the point. Like, why Mawika? To me, I think my favorite one still, you can say Raiden Shogun or Venti. Like Mawika, I think I used to glaze Mawika. What's the motorcycle, bro? And what's with the jumper suit? I don't like those. Yeah, I
never
don't
be
like those
reversed
at all.
at this point. In order to power creep this unit, they have
Like,
an
look,
impact.
she have a big ass sword. Why don't she just like slash everyone without the motorcycle? Like, what's the point of adding the motorcycle? Right? Are you guys missing? We need to drive. We need to drive because Natlet is a big ass map, so you don't want to walk and lose all your stamina. You have to have some quality of life running around. So Marika's motorcycle, it basically used to ride around. So they be like, we don't just want like her motor just ride around. We have to put inside the fucking kit also. Fuck that death, bro.
Can never be reversed at this point. In order to power creep this unit, they have to inflate HP. They have to create new reactions that do more damage than the old ones. And they have to sell you full premium teams because otherwise you just use Malwika forever.
Oh, fucking Nefer. I don't want to see a Nefer anymore. Guys, somebody just get this character out of my face. I don't want to see her anymore.
And you'd be content with that. Hoyoverse already sees Malwika as a thing of the past, and they're trying to sell you Nod-Krai. But what's even more exciting than Nod-Krai is the new Honkai game that you and me are gonna be playing, am I right?
Huh?
Split the heavens!
Well, it's funny because I think that Hoyoverse just casually advertising their
I think what's funny about this, how you always be like, oh snap, ZZZ is dying. Honkai Star is slowly dying. Genshin is slowly dying. So in order to keep Dawei getting his 20 yen, we need to create a new game. So the first year is gonna be so good. So the community be like, oh damn, Hoyo is actually trying and actually providing us good stuff. Then next year they just milk another one. And what you guys know? New game mode, new game, more games, more gacha,
new cash
more yen.
grab is even worse than how bad Genshin has become recently. I'll be honest, I was coping out of my mind about Nexus Anima, thinking that at least somebody cares about this game, but it's become clear to me recently that almost nobody cares. When you have so many people that are emotionally and financially invested into Genshin Impact to this day, it's a little cringe that you're pushing a product that a couple people are going to be playing after the first couple months of this release. Have you ever in your life heard somebody say, yo, are you going to be playing that new Nexus Anima? Most people
No one say
probably
that.
don't even know what the hell that is. So can we focus on what's in front of us? The most insecure
Yeah, that is why I'm so confused about Hoyo was. Like, your 3 game is dying right now. Your 3 game is dying. I don't just fix it. Or maybe 4 if you count Honkai Impactor, but nobody's talking about that game anymore. But so focus on those 3 game. Why not fixing ZZ HP inflation? Why not focus on power creep on Honkai Star or Genshin? Focus on HP inflation and power creep issue. Why not focus on those things? So to me, if they actually fix the end game or fix the power creep issue or HP inflation, the game is revived. Legit, the game is revived because you know why? After you treat that after you did all the story, right? So what's next? You're gonna do the event. What's next? End game. So what if your end game is feel so dog shit and nobody's having fun? What you guys gonna think? They stop play. Of course, they gonna stop play. Like legit, they gonna stop play. So just fix the end game. And if people doesn't like for me, I don't like doing stories. So what's keeping me from still playing ZZZ is the end game. So if the end game is gonna be like feel similar to Honkai Star or going to become Honkai Star, I'm gonna quit. Like legit. And you're gonna tell me I cannot use my Miyabi and my Evelyn, my favorite team Evelyn, I quit the fucking game, bro.
company on earth, Game Freak, has already put out a new patent on Pokemon-esque games. So you might as well
Oh yeah, right. About the Pokemon thing. I think I just made my video. Yeah. They're gonna get sued, bro.
will just shut this whole operation down while you're ahead. Where in the feedback for Genshin did anyone say, you know what? We need a new Honkai game. You might as well go get some of that ZZZ dev team because they're not doing anything important over there. They get to the dev studio and just start pressing buttons. Oh, what does this one do? And then they accidentally make the UI even worse and make the story 15 times more boring than it was in the last patch. At least the Genshin story still has character arcs that can be expanded upon and characters that people actually care about, because otherwise there isn't much else to look forward to, as the storytelling is still pretty awful. I can just show any transitions from the new story quest.
Oh my god, don't show me that again, bro. I just forgot about the transition and I was so hyped on playing Nod-Krai. And now Gacha DG just ruined my hype right now after showing that transition.
It's getting pretty bad.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
I don't know what else you want me to say. That literally looks like a PowerPoint transition. Why is there random individuals on the internet making better edits than a billion-dollar company? Stop making excuses for them. This is ridiculous. And the storytelling has progressively been getting worse ever since. It's
Holy smoke. Oh, not that. Not the densely fight scene, bro. If you haven't seen that, that is like the worst terrible fight scene ever. Just imagine two dudes about to fight each other. And what do you see? Rock shaking. You see rock shaking. You didn't see some exchange sword or exchange fist at each other. You see rocks moving around.
like they're playing into the joke with this awful presentation.
And also, bonus to Saint Task showing me my favorite clip of them all is the Skirk story. You guys remember the Skirk story? Like literally, the ghost is just like moving around, and it's so bad, like so bad made. You guys remember the ghost like with the soul, and it's just like walking around, and like a bunch of people screaming about stuff. Like it's just so bad animation, like just so bad.
Lauma does look good, but could you make it a little less obvious that you're advertising the new units within this story? It's unfortunate that Nod-Krai seems to be even less than what my expectations were for it, because believe it or not, I actually tried to be optimistic about a Hoyoverse game for once. I know it's crazy. That's crazy. I was motivated for about 20 seconds to actually sit down.
Yeah, then they killed the hype after seeing the PowerPoint transition, bro.
Down and play 6.0, but it's clear to me now that Genshin looks great, but that's
Oh, bro. Look. That is the new character that we see running, right? That is literally what they tried to drip marketing about. But to be honest, she looks good. I think she looked better than that stupid Harbinger. That Harbinger looks so NPC.
great, but that's as far as it goes. I actually think they still have the best looking regions in gacha and the best variety, and you could also see Genshin never truly coming to an end as a good thing too. Yeah,
Am I crazy or Nod-Krai is a bit like mid to me? Like Nod-Krai map, this map to me, it doesn't look good, to be honest. Like to me, my personal. I don't like it. I think I like Inazuma. I think I like Inazuma or Mondstadt more, like, to be honest.
Genshin
I think this to me is like what's that? Night electro like stuff, electronic stuff, like modern stuff.
never truly coming to an end.
Doesn't feel like me. Like when I think about Nod-Krai, I thought they go inside of a purple forest, like a cool forest scene, not this thing.
End as a good thing too. Yeah, it's set to end within the next 2 years, but let's be honest, this is gonna be a One Piece situation where the story never truly ends. We're talking
But do you guys remember the dev talk? I'm pretty sure I heard it. They said, "Oh guys, what happened in the story when they end?" Then they say like, "Oh well, guess what? Genshin, I'm planning to do Genshin for the next 10 years. So do not quit yet. And if you guys think this is the end after a scenario or fight at the final boss, the one we see at the first of the game, don't worry. 10 more years, it's gonna complete.
Talking about Hoyo, when they show you time and time again that all they care about is money, why would Genshin truly come to an end if they're still making $50 million a month consistently? You know what? I'll be honest. If somebody was paying me $50 million a month just to throw out complete garbage every once in a while, then I would keep dishing it out too. Actually, not really. I have too much.
I would do too. I legit would do too. You know why? Profit. That's profit. Imagine you get 50 million and the project that you do is 1 million. And your community be like, thank you so much. I love it. I love it so much. I love it so much. Give me more. Give me more. I will do that. 40 million for 49 millions bonus. Sure, thanks.
Self-respect to let a game with so much potential go to waste. But anyways, now it's time for your gotcha jargon word of the day, and this is another term: skip button. A skip button is an on-screen button that allows a user to bypass a section of content they don't wish to view or engage with. This would be very useful because I would just like to skip everything that Columbina isn't in, because I expect big things from her considering she isn't a male character. So thank you for watching this far.
Please skip. Please add a skip button. I want to skip enough. I don't want to hear enough anymore. No hate to the voice actor, but the voice act, I just don't like her design at all.
If you have, and remember, Genshin does not want to make money. So
Genshin doesn't want to make money, and all the money goes. And guess what? They're gonna say, be like, oh, I get 50 million, and guess what? I put like 50% or 70% of those profit go back to the game. And what you get? PowerPoint transition. So yeah, they must be fucking lying, bro. Anyways, a good video from Gacha DG. Don't forget to subscribe and like his video out. So at the end of the day, yeah, Hoyo just killed the hype of Nod-Krai in general because of the 100 level predatory stuff, end game, and the transition is so garbage, bro. That is reminder. That is the opening of Nod-Krai. The opening Nod-Krai, you don't see the map or anything. You see limited characters. So anyway, I think that's all my take. Good video from the DG, and I hope to see you in the next video. Actually, I'm gonna do Nod-Krai soon. So anyway, stay tuned. Just like how I do FOMO in Genshin. Yeah, FOMO. Anyways, that's all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy. See you next one. Bye bye.